Hey guys, it's Nikki. Okay, so here's my first real video. I'm going to be talking about my Bigfoot experiences. Yes, I said it. I have Bigfoot experiences. I have two. And the first one's pretty creepy. So let me give you a creepy setting. Let's see. Nicole, age 19. Place, Maine. And let's see. Setting, very snowy, cold time of year. I'm not quite sure when it was because I was 19. It was a long time ago. So this was the time of the razor phone. That's all I know. I had a razor phone at that time. So I went to go visit a friend in Maine, and we had known each other, I think, since I was 12 years old. I used to visit him when I would visit my aunt in New Hampshire, and he ended up moving to Maine. And so when I flew out there from California, he was staying with his mom, and she had this giant, like, log cabin mansion, right? Beautiful, large cedar house, cathedral wood ceilings, windows from ceiling to floor, lots of windows, open areas. All the rooms were open, no blinds, no shutters. It was kind of creepy. So basically, when I went to go sleep, I didn't sleep because I'm a night owl. And so I basically stayed up, and I think snow was falling outside. It was very cold, Maine in the wintertime, freezing. There was snow earlier that day on the ground, but basically I'm in my room. My friend Anthony's, on the far other side of the house. His mom, I think, had left town that day and wasn't even home. So it was very creepy. I was by myself, couldn't sleep, hearing weird noises outside, feeling like I'm being watched, windows everywhere, just not what you want when you go visit a friend, and it's just really creepy. So basically, I didn't think of anything of it, and, I wake up the next day, we plan a fun day, going snowmobiling, and we go around the house, and so the snow had fallen, a fresh blanket of snow all over. We're riding the snowmobiles all over, and later on I get off the snowmobile and I'm walking to the back part of the house, and there's a thick forest surrounding the house, and just immediately the forest stops and the tree line stops, and then there's about maybe 30 yards of open space, and then there's a deck that wraps around the back of the house where I'm staying, and the back of the house has windows all over, ceiling or floor to ceiling, like I said, and the deck wraps around all that room. So basically, you can walk up one side of where the room started, and then there's the whole window and sliding door, and then you can exit on the other side, down the other side of the steps, on the other side of the deck. But the whole part is just where the room I was staying at, and it's all just windows, nothing there. No curtains. You can see in, you can see out, especially if it's lit inside. You can see in, but you can't see what's outside. They can't see you. So it's daytime now, but I'm walking from the forest and I see these giant footprints. First of all, I see one print at first, and I'm like thinking, oh, was Anthony walking over here? I'm like looking, and I'm like, wait a second, this print is giant. I'm thinking, oh my God. So I'm wearing a snowshoe because I didn't want to fall and freeze my toes. I wasn't wearing like waterproof shoes. So my snowshoe is about half the size of this print. And it looked like there was toe prints. And I'm thinking, what the hell is going to leave toe prints? And this is the biggest footprint I've ever seen in my life. Now, you got to keep in mind, this was not when, what was it? These Bigfoot shows were not going on. Their documentaries about people's experiences were few and far in between. The Gimli film was very popular, but I mean, there's a lot going on. Eyewitness accounts now, you name it, all these cool shows telling you their experiences, Finding Bigfoot show, so many cool things. This was not going on. So I didn't really know much about Bigfoot, and it's not something that I would have jumped to thinking. First I'm thinking, where the hell did this come from? Who the hell put these here? What the hell is it? Why is this so big? Why am I seeing toe prints? Looking for Anthony, comparing sizes. He walks away like, whatever, Nicole. Like, Nikki, you're being weird. So I'm looking at these footprints, and then I realize, oh my God, there's a trail walking up to the deck. And walked up to one side of the deck. He was watching me. Bigfoot was watching me all night long. Oh my God. There was a couple sets of prints walking up to the deck, basically staring into the window, walking a few times, circling the room on different sides, around the deck, on the other side of the windows, on the other side of the deck, the stairs, both staircases, going up, going down, going back up, going back down. And I'm thinking, wow, all night long I was hearing weird things. I kept thinking something's watching me. I just thought I was being crazy. You know, you in your life you feel like you're being watched, but that's never the case, okay? Bigfoot was watching me. This is the creepiest thing that has ever happened to me in my life. It was kind of cool, I gotta admit. How many people can say that Bigfoot was stalking them in a very creepy stalker way? But anyways, that was just the creepiest thing I've ever experienced. I did take a picture with my Razor phone. After a while, I was like, oh ho ho, Bigfoot. But, you know, I was more into, you know, dating and my hair and, you know, probably drinking in bars at 19. You know, things that young kids are into, and not Bigfoot. So I wish I would have documented that. I wish I would have taken like plaster prints and, you know, done my homework. But anyways, that was a really cool experience. And later on, recently, about maybe 5-6 years ago, I was in San Diego, Palomar Mountain, Julian area, and I hiked in to these campgrounds with someone. We hiked in. It took about a couple miles, and now, you know, watching Finding Bigfoot and really into Bigfoot, and after having this experience before, you know, I'm always looking out for things now. Now I know better. So we hiked in to this campgrounds. It was totally deserted, and the ranger had been like going it by in his truck, too cold for people to walk around. We were the only hikers for miles. Then we hiked even more farther in once we got into the trails. I mean, no one was around. Snow had melted. We don't get much snow in those areas, but there was like some watery, muddy places, and